Okay, we are now live and on the record for Thursday morning's criminal docket, December 2nd, 2021. I'll start with quick announcements. Mr. Salinas?
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Your Honor, I have number 71 and 72 on the court's criminal docket. Douglas, Patrick, Ellenwood Toole.
Okay, and is Mr. Toole present?
Yes, he's present under Douglas Patrick. Oh,
All right, CR 20-04569-I and CR 20-04568-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we're going to respectfully request some additional time. We just got the plea paperwork yesterday, and I need to have my client come into the office so he can get thumbprinted.
Okay, so he's going to be accepting the plea offer.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so then you need us to set you up for the plea?
Yes.
All right. Give me a minute. I think the earliest that we have is January 11th at 1:30.
That'll be fine, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Toole?
Judge, Ms. Soto was booted out. I'm not sure if her computer reset or what happened, but she did send me a message.
Hold on. Ms. Soto, on number 71 and 72, on Mr. Toole, do you have a report on him?
Yes, Judge, he has his device with sober sense and there's no violations.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Mr. Toole, can I get an updated phone number for you, sir?
It's 956-609-1842.
Okay. Make sure that you stay in contact with your attorney, have that paperwork ready, and we'll see you on January the 11th at 1:30, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, thank you, sir, and good morning to you. Anything else, Mr. Salinas?
I have no further business before this honorable court. May my client and I be excused.
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Rocio?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm standing in on behalf of Lucia Regalado on number 65 and 66 in this morning's docket, Your Honor. Ricardo Ramos.
Okay, and is Mr. Ramos present?
I'm not familiar with Mr. Ramos, Your Honor. I know Lucia Regalado is preparing for trial the 93rd. And so she asked if I could just step in to make a brief announcement. I know that there are felony indictments pending on this matter, and so we would be asking for a brief reset.
Okay, Ricardo Ramos III, are you present? Ricardo Ramos III. Okay, he's not present, so if he doesn't get on by the end of the docket, I'll have to NICE him.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll be on standby and I'll wait until the end of the docket.
Can you hear me?
Oh, he's there.
Yeah, I had the thing on mute.
All right. Okay, so you said that he has felonies at intake?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And does the state show that those are still pending or have they been assigned?
Your Honor, they're still pending. They're still at intake.
Okay. All right. Ms. Soto, are you showing that Mr. Ramos has a report on his device?
Judge, on this case, Judge, he's currently on probation. These are motion to revoke. He's already complied with the interlock device, Judge. So at this time, I believe he does not have a device, Judge.
Okay, so Mr. Ramos, so he just got the interlock device?
No, he was placed on probation October 16th of 2019. So he complied with that condition, Judge. That device was removed November the 6th of 2020, and then he was ordered to get the mobile device from Judge Maldonado for 2 months, which was from December to February, Judge.
Okay. And has the state discussed what they're going to do on these motions to revoke with Ms. Regalado?
No, Your Honor, we haven't discussed it. However, the motions to revoke were dismissed. We e-filed them yesterday. The defendant is to continue and have probation extended for 8 months commencing on October 15, 2021.
October 15, 2021.
Well.
Okay, Mr. Rocio, you might want to let Mr. Gallardo know that.
Absolutely, Your Honor. I will relay this information immediately.
Okay, well, if you've already dismissed that, and then he was here on a motion to revoke, and he's already been extended, is it even necessary to continue with a status conference?
I yield to the state and the court on this matter, Your Honor. I can advise Ms. Regalado and she can circle back with the state if there needs to be an additional setting, but I would believe that there would be one necessary this time.
Your Honor, I don't think an extra setting is necessary just because we've already extended him. So he should be reporting to probation, and if there's any issues with him during probation, then a setting would be necessary.
Okay, Mr. Ramos, what's your phone number?
956-607-0558.
Okay, make sure that you continue to comply with the conditions, because just because you fail to comply and then they file a motion to revoke and then they dismiss it because you're back to being extended doesn't mean they're going to do it again, okay?
Okay.
So it's usually a one-time offer. So
Okay.
make sure that you continue to comply, pay your probation fees, make sure you report, because the next time, if not, then they probably dismiss it, okay?
I'm already done with probation. I paid, I think I only owe like $2.
Mr. Ramos, Ms. Regalado will contact you to discuss the case with you.
Yes, they'll have to explain it to you, sir, okay?
Okay.
All right, yeah, make sure that he understands. Let Ms. Regalado know.
Yes,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
do you have any other announcements?
Having nothing further, Your Honor, may we be excused?
Yes, you and Mr. Ramos are excused.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, Judge.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Attorney Jorge Munoz.
Morning, Judge. Number 73 on the court docket, Judge Javier Torres, he's present on the Zoom. Judge, we're asking the court for some additional time in this case, Judge.
CR 20-08286-I, State of Texas versus Javier Torres. Mr. Torres, are you present?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and what is your announcement? You need additional time to do what?
Yes, Judge. Well, in this case, we're asking the state for an ADR, Judge. I just need some time to contact them to see if they'd consider it. I do have a recommendation for regular probation.
Okay. All right, January the 13th at 9:30. See what you can do between now and then, sir.
I will, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, Judge. Number 46 in the court docket, CR 21-05686-I, Juan Mendoza. He's also present on the Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Torres, we'll see you on January the 13th at 9:30, sir. You're excused.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. You mean Juan Mendez, number 46, you said?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and is Mr. Mendez present?
He is, Judge.
Mr. Mendez, can you please announce yourself? Juan Mendez.
Judge, he's gonna be the gentleman in the cap.
Maybe a Spanish speaker, Judge. I saw his name earlier.
Ms. Castañeda, please ask if Juan Mendez can announce himself, please.
Juan Méndez, se anuncia, por favor. Juan Méndez.
Mr. Clark, please remove your cap and your sunglasses.
Juan Méndez.
I apologize.
Judge, he's right there. He's wearing a cap also, Judge. Camouflage. I don't know why he's not answering. He's on mute.
Hold on.
Habla de Cristina en la videollamada. 3-3.
Well, he should be able to hear because he has the mute on. Señor Méndez, ¿los escucha?
Not sure why he's not responding, Judge. I can.
Okay, necesita quitarse la cachucha también. Gracias. Well, he can hear.
Yes, you can hear, Judge.
All right, hold on. Let me mute this other person. All right, so what is your announcement on him?
Judge, this should be a pretrial diversion, Judge. I'm asking the court for one additional setting.
Is he PTD eligible?
He is, Judge, first offense.
Okay. Do you know if he has a device by chance?
No, Judge, he does not.
Okay. I'll have you return on February the 24th. Between now and then, I expect that he'll have his paperwork in and submitted for the PTD for it to be under review by that point.
Yes, Judge, that'll work.
And it'll be February the 24th at 9:30.
Perfect.
Ms. Castaneda, will you please, he can hear us, so go ahead and translate that.
Mr. Méndez, su próxima corte es el 24 de febrero a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let him know he's excused and he can remove himself.
Se puede retirar, Mr. Méndez.
Ándale. Gracias.
Thank you.
Gracias.
All right, and your next case?
Judge, the next case is 27 on the court's docket, CR 21-05203-I, Roel Gonzalez. He's also present.
Okay, Mr. Roel Gonzalez, please announce yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, same announcement on this case. He's also PTD eligible. If I can just have Mr. Gonzalez call me after the docket, Judge, so that I can speak to him about his case.
Okay, he'll return on February the 24th at 9:30 and it'll be the same thing. Please apply between now and then so it can be under review.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Gonzalez, please contact your attorney's office as soon as you get off the docket, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
One last case, Judge, and that's number 69 on the court's docket, CR 15-10409-I, Alex Steven. Judge, I don't see him on the docket. Oh, he's there, Judge. I guess.
okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, this was an ADR. We've submitted everything to the DA's office. I'm not sure if they have an announcement on this case.
Hold on, somebody's unmuted. Make sure that you are muted, please.
Aquí estoy en muted, ma'am. My honor. Nomás que como es mi primera vez, no sé cómo sirva esto.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Munoz. What was your announcement?
Judge, this is an ADR. We've submitted everything to the DA's office. I'm not sure if they have an announcement on this case.
Okay, what says the state?
Your Honor, the state has moved to dismiss this case. The dismissal was filed on November 30th.
Okay. I signed some dismissals yesterday, so I'm not sure if it was in that batch, Mr. Munoz. But if not, as soon as I get it, I'll go ahead and sign off on it.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge. That's all I have this morning, Judge.
Okay, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Mr. Elizondo?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 5 on the court's docket, Luis Araujo.
All right, CR 21-05076-I, is Mr. Araujo present?
He is, Judge.
Can you please announce himself?
I see him there, Judge, and he's moving his lips, but I can't hear him.
Mande.
Okay, señor, hasta que le llame su nombre, por favor, ya no le quite su micrófono, okay?
All righty.
All right. Okay, where do you see him?
For me, he's on page 2. He's listed under Luis Araujo.
Yes, ma'am. Judge, I don't think he's audio.
Oh, he's having trouble with audio?
It doesn't show him connected.
Your Honor, this is Luis Araujo.
Okay. Go ahead, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on this one, we're going to be seeking a bust down from the state, so we just need some time to discuss that with them and for them to staff it. So we're just asking for a brief reset, Your Honor.
Okay, and how much time? I have January 11th as the earliest.
That should be fine. January 11th.
Okay, so January 11th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor, that's all I had this morning. May I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Alamia?
Number 54.
Okay, CR 20-05121-I, State of Texas versus Edith Obregon. Is Ms. Obregon present?
Sí, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, last time our announcement was that
Hold on, go ahead.
last time we announced that the victim had filed a non-prosecution affidavit, and the state was going to inquire about that.
Okay, does the state show that an A&P was signed and filed in this case?
Your Honor, there was an A&P that was received by the state yesterday. It wasn't from our office, it was coming from defense. Defense provided a phone number for our victim. We would be making contact with the victim in this case today after docket.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give the state an opportunity to contact the person so that they can come in and sign the form from the DA's office. And that way, if everything's ready, we can do victim testimony on January the 13th at 9:30.
That's fine. Is that set for a jury trial, Judge? or-
No, I mean, if they're gonna file the A&P and they can put the person on, we'll just take the victim testimony on that day.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
That's all I have.
Okay, you may be excused, Ms. Castañeda. Please let Ms. Obregon know to return on January the 13th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Obregón, su próxima corte es el día 13 de enero a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Okay, ma'am. Gracias.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mr. Montalvo?
Good morning, Your Honor. It's number 47 and number 48 on the court's docket. It's State of Texas versus Giovanni Mireles. Mr. Mireles is present. He's on the third page. I just texted him, so he is there.
Okay. I'm sorry, what number was that?
Number 47 and number 48, Your Honor.
Okay. Giovanni Mireles, are you present?
Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. CR 21-03146-I and CR 21-03145-I. And what is the announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, Mr. Mireles was approved for the ADR to dispose of both cases. As we speak, Your Honor, my office is dropping off the required receipt certificates and money orders. So hopefully, I don't know if the state will do an administrative dismissal or the court would like to set it up for another status here.
Okay, so that ADR is going to take care of both cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so then since it'll be done administratively, Mr. Lozano, how much time do you think you'll need to make sure that it's been processed?
2 weeks, Your Honor.
Okay, then I'll just set a tickler for December the 17th to make sure that it's been done and I've signed off on the dismissal. And it won't be necessary to do another status setting.
Very good, Your Honor. Appreciate that. That's all we have, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Almanza?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 50 and 51 on your docket, Marcos Ruiz Moreno. It's CR-21-04-586-I and CR-19-07733-I.
And is Mr. Moreno present?
Yes, Your Honor, he is.
Okay, Marcos Moreno, please announce yourself.
Yes, I am here present, yes.
Thank you, sir. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I believe we were set for a short reset. You wanted to make sure he was complying with his breathalyzer because he had some missed tests last time. And I'm working with Mr. Lozano. I've updated him. This is the situation where McAllen doesn't have any proof of, my client's been rejected for PTD because there's a public intoxication arrest from City of McAllen. They have no evidence of the resolution of the case. Gabby was working on it, trying to get with the administrators for the DWI court to see what we can do, but then she switched courts and now I'm working with Mr. Lozano on it, and I did update him on kind of what was going on with Gabby.
I remember. Okay, and Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Moreno?
Yes, Judge, he has his mobile device sober since the last hearing. He has no violations.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Moreno, for complying. I know the last time that you were here, you were having issues, so I'm glad you got those taken care of. All right, so how much time do you need, sir?
Honestly, 30 days, or however much long Mr. Lozano thinks. I know we got to get with Daniel and stuff like that and try to see how we can take care of this because it's a unique situation.
Okay. Then January the 13th at 9:30, and I would try to get in there as soon as possible because it's going to be a short December.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, so Mr. Moreno, we'll see you back here on January the 13th at 9:30.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Your Honor.
You too, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Reyes?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Judge, I have number 60 and number 61 on the court's criminal docket, Jamie Lee Perez, and she is logged in, Your Honor.
Okay. That's CR 20-09014-I and CR 20-09013-I. Ms. Bettis, will you please announce yourself?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead and I'm sorry, Ms. Garcia Perez, I'm sorry. It was the defendant, Jamie Perez. All right,
Yes,
go ahead.
Judge, I'm here.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Reyes, what is your announcement?
Your Honor, we did apply for PTD for Ms. Perez. However, she was denied due to a supposed juvenile record. And so I requested to the DA's office to be able to go and view the juvenile record and just to confirm exactly what it is and make sure that it is my client's juvenile record. And so I would request an additional 30 days to allow me to do that and to see if make sure that's her, and then to talk to her and see what the options are.
So even if they have a juvenile record, they're denying the PTD?
That was the basis for the denial, Your Honor, was a supposed juvenile record that she has. So I just wanted an opportunity to just view that record and just make sure it is my client.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, no problem. That'll be on January the 13th at 9:30.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Your Honor. That concludes my business. And my client ID excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. All right, Ms. Deeps.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 19 on the court's docket, Lorenzo Garcia. He is present, Your Honor.
CR 21-06186-I. Mr. Garcia, will you please announce yourself?
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, in this case, I did receive an updated recommendation from the state. At this time, I just need additional time to speak to Mr. Garcia about that recommendation. Additionally, Your Honor, he did advise me that his device stopped working a few days ago. I let him know, the procedure, what he would have to do if that does happen again. He thought that because he was coming into my office this morning, he could bring it up to me today. I told him, that he would have to call the provider just to fix that issue. He did bring the device in, Judge. It doesn't look like it's working. Other than that, he hasn't had any issues with the device as far as I know.
Okay, Ms. Soto, what is your report on that?
Judge, the report I have, it doesn't show any issues as far as the device not working. I do show no violations. So I'm not sure when it stopped working.
Okay. All right, just make sure that you get Mr. Garcia, make sure that you go back. Who does he have it with?
Lifesaver.
Okay, make sure that you get with them, sir, so that you can have that, because if it's not working and you're missing your testing windows, then it's gonna show like you're missing tests and I'm gonna have to bring you in. So make sure that you get working on that as soon, like today, okay?
Right.
All right. Okay, and So you're gonna review that updated recommendation that you just received, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let's come back on January the 13th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that's all I have on this case, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, and let me just get an updated phone number for Mr. Garcia.
Yes, Your Honor.
832-805-0150.
Okay, sir. All right, then we'll see you on January the 13th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Munoz, Jonathan Munoz.
January the 13th. Yeah.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Mr. Gracia. He's number 28 on your docket.
Okay.
Presente.
All right, CR 21-05319-I. And what is your announcement?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking for more time so that my client, he is PTD eligible so that he can complete the PTD application.
Okay. Any additional announcement from the state?
No, Your Honor. Recommendation was sent out November 23rd. He is PTD eligible. There is no application at this time.
Okay, I'll give you time for him to apply so that you can put that in. Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Gracia know that he's going to get with his attorney's office so that he can fill out that paperwork, and that next time to please dress appropriately. We don't allow sleeveless shirts in court.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and have you come back on February the 24th. Make sure, yes, at 9:30, and between now and then, that application needs to be in and under review.
Thank you, Your
Yes,
Honor.
my honor.
All right, okay. Thank you, Mr. Munoz. Any other case?
I know, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, Mr.
Thank you.
Garcia, you are excused. Mr. Gracia, you're excused. You can remove yourself.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Mr. Bustos?
Good morning, Judge. Judge, I have number 23 on your docket, Judge, State of Texas versus Hilda Garza.
All right, CR 1900749-I. And is Ms. Garza present?
She is present, Judge. I saw her earlier on the screen.
Ms. Garza?
A sus órdenes, mi señoría.
Okay.
Judge, on this matter, Judge, we're set for a status hearing. I know I'd spoken to previous counsel who was out of County Court 2. We had some type of agreement regards her, because of her medical condition, Judge. She experienced a stroke while pending trial for her DWI. If I could give at least one reset, Judge, on this matter to staff this with the district attorney, Judge, or Mr. Mike Garza, Judge, to figure out what exactly we can do with her, Judge, given the fact that her medical condition may prevent her from any type of PTD status or things of that nature, Judge.
Have we recalled the NISI that I issued on her?
That as well, Judge. If we could recall that, Judge.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. And I'll give you an opportunity to discuss it with the state, but I need to know what we're gonna do on January the 13th, okay?
Yes, Judge, certainly.
So it'll be January 13th at 9:30.
Okay.
Ms.
Ms.
Castaneda, please let her know.
Ms. Garza, su próxima corte es el día 13 de enero a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Judge, I also have number 11 on your docket, Judge.
Okay. CR 21-08291-I, Maria Cavazos, is she present?
She is present as well, Judge.
Maria Cavazos, please announce yourself.
I think she's on mute, Judge, at the very top right. Let's see.
Does she, where do you see her?
I think it's M dash, I believe that's her, M dash M9006.
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, are you Maria Cavazos?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Mr.
Judge,
Gustavo?
on this matter, Judge, I believe we just have to set up the date for her daughter filed an affidavit on prosecution, which is on file already. I believe we just got to elicit testimony from the alleged victim in this matter, Judge.
Okay, does the state show that A&P is filed?
Yes, Your Honor, the AMP is filed. Our victim is Lynette Davila. I sent her an email with our Zoom information yesterday. I saw her on docket this morning. If you could please call for Lynette Davila.
Okay, Lynette Davila, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, Miss Davila, are you able to turn on your camera?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Okay, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Lozano.
Thank you. Could you please state your full name for the record?
Lynette Davila.
What is your relationship with the defendant?
I am her daughter.
Okay, and can you tell me what happened on July 25th, 2021?
We just had a disagreement, which escalated a little. I wasn't supposed to, I guess the report says that she had hit me, but, it was not like anything severe or anything for the deputy to have noted. Apparently he saw a scratch on my face, so I guess that's where it went from. It took hands from there, from the deputy saying that she had hit me from the scratch that she saw on my face.
Okay, but she did hit you?
She did, but like I said, it was like a very barely touch. It was nothing dramatic. Like I said, it was just a disagreement that we had, and it just escalated to that, and it wasn't supposed to happen. So that's why I also signed the affidavit.
Okay, and is there a history of violence in your relationship with your mother?
No, there has never been any violence at all whatsoever.
Are you concerned
Like
about
I said,
any?
it was just a disagreement.
Are you concerned about any future violent acts?
No, definitely not. No.
Did you
I've
fill
always had
out?
a great relationship with my mother.
Okay, and did you fill out an affidavit of non-prosecution at the district attorney's office?
Yes, I did.
Did you fill it out on your own free will?
Yes, sir, I did.
And nobody promised you anything or threatened you in any way to get you to sign the affidavit of non-prosecution?
Definitely not. No.
Okay, do you wish to drop the charges against the defendant?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that by dropping the charges, this case cannot be reopened?
Correct. Yes.
However, if another incident was to occur, you could open up a new case.
Okay. Thank you.
That's all we have, Your Honor. State passes the witness.
Okay, any questions?
No, Judge.
All right, then the court will accept the testimony given by Ms. Davila and will allow for the dismissal to move forward.
Your Honor, we're still pending the anger management certificate.
We'll certainly take care of that, Judge.
Has she taken the class?
Not yet, Judge, but we'll certainly get her to take the class, Judge.
Okay, then I'm gonna set it for a status for January the 13th at 9:30. If she does the class between now and then, submits it to the state, and they file the dismissal before then it won't be necessary for her to come in.
Okay, no problem, Judge.
All right?
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Davila, you're excused, and Ms. Cavazos, you're also excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay. Mr. Jalili?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have a few cases before the court this morning. The first is number 3 on the court's docket.
I'm sorry, what number?
Number 43.
CR 19-15952-I, Jorge Luis Martinez.
And I believe he is on Zoom, Your Honor.
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, Mr. Martinez is PTD eligible. His suspension on the administrative suspension is about to run in a couple of weeks, and he'll be able to reinstate at that point. We're just needing an additional time to allow him to reinstate so we can submit the PTD application.
Okay. Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Martinez?
Yes, Judge. He has his mobile device with Lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay, I'll give him that opportunity so that he can get his license back and apply for the PTD program. I'll go ahead and have y'all come back on January the 13th at 9:30, and we'll see if he's been able to apply by then.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay? All right, so Mr. Martinez, continue to do well with your device there, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Can I get an updated phone number for you?
Yeah, it's 956-899-8623.
Okay. All right, if nothing further, Mr. Martinez, you may be excused.
Thank you very much.
Okay, your next case?
Number 55, Your Honor.
CR 21-07550-I, Jose Jesus Oviedo. Is Mr. Oviedo present?
He is present, Your Honor, under Elizabeth's Galaxy Note 20.
Mr. Oviedo, can you hear us?
He is a Spanish speaker, Your Honor, sorry.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please ask Mr. Oviedo to unmute himself.
José Jesús Oviedo, ¿puede prender su micrófono?
Okay, I see him. Go ahead, and what's your announcement?
Your Honor, there's nothing left to pre-trial on this matter. We're asking for a trial setting.
Okay. So you all weren't able to work anything out?
No, Your Honor, Mr. Oviedo is requesting a trial setting.
All right, come back on the 13th and we'll be prepared to give trial dates by that date. And January 13th at 9:30.
Understood, Your Honor. If that can just be communicated to my client as well.
Yes, Ms. Castaneda, please let him know that for him to come back on January the 13th at 9:30, and we should be able to give him his pre-trial and trial dates at that time.
Mr. Oviedo, su próxima corte es el día 13 de enero a las 9:30 de la mañana y para ese tiempo la corte espera ya poder dar fechas para el jurado, para un juicio.
Okay. I'm not sure, it shows he's connected to audio, but for whatever reason, he's not able, maybe he doesn't have it up high enough or something.
I'll make contact with Mr. Oviedo after I'm done with the hearing, Your Honor.
All right, okay, your next case?
Number 64.
Okay, CR 21-06435-I, Gustavo Perez Gonzalez. Is Mr. Perez Gonzalez present?
He is present via Zoom as well, Your Honor.
Gustavo Perez Gonzalez? Where do you see him?
He's on the second screen at the left top corner.
Okay, let me see. Spanish speaking or English speaking?
No, he speaks English.
Mr. Perez, can you please announce yourself? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Jalili, what is your announcement?
Mr. Gonzalez is eligible for PTD as well, Your Honor. However, I'm awaiting confirmation from Mr. Daniel Gonzalez whether there's any way to work around him only having a Mexican driver's license. Still pending to hear back from Mr. Gonzalez at this time.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, aren't you all accepting the Mexican driver's license?
Your Honor, I need to double check with Daniel Gonzalez, but there's no PT application on file.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, I was told not to submit until I spoke with Mr. Gonzalez to avoid it being rejected or reviewed for the Mexican driver's license being on the file.
Okay, so when do you anticipate that you're going to speak to Mr. Gonzalez?
Just waiting to hear back from him. I contacted him this morning prior to the hearing. Haven't received any contact from him as of yet.
Your Honor, I'll go ahead and reach out after docket about this issue.
Thank you. All right, does he have a device?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Then go ahead. I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'll have you come back on January the 13th at 9:30. And that'll give you plenty of time to be able to contact him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Perez, we'll see you on January 13th at 9:30.
Okay. Thank
All
you,
right,
ma'am.
you're excused, sir.
And lastly, Your Honor, I have number 17. However, this will be a PTD POM plea. I'm not sure if the court is going to be taking that up at this time.
Okay, does the state show that they've received all the paperwork on CR 21039898-I, Sydney Cifuentes Escobar?
Yes, Your Honor. The paperwork has been e-filed November 30th.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Then, yeah, then I'll take her up at the end of the docket.
No problem, Your Honor. We'll be on standby.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Jaramillo?
Good morning, Your Honor. Victor Jaramillo, standing in for Terry Palacios. I'm here on number 3 on your docket, Manuel Aranda. He's present on Zoom, Your Honor.
CR 2107-209-I. Mr. Aranda, are you present?
I'm present, Judge.
Okay, thank you. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we're requesting a recommendation from the DA's office at this moment.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, has the recommendation been sent to Defense Counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. A recommendation was sent out on November 23rd.
Okay, recommendation's already been sent out, Mr. Jaramillo.
No, sir, Your Honor, can I ask for more time just so we can review that with our client?
Well, do y'all show then that you didn't receive it or what?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. I was handing over this case.
Okay. Go ahead and look to see if y'all have received it. If not, let the state know so they can resend it to you. I'll give you an opportunity to discuss it with your client and I'll have you come back on January the 11th at 9:30.
Understood, Your Honor.
Your Honor, and if I may, Jose Osuna, for the record, before you excuse Mr. Aranda, I'd like to see if we can clear up whether Mr. Aranda also retained Mr. Palacios on number 4, CR 21-11991-I. Our impression was that he was, but we're not sure. That's the impression I'd gotten from Mr. Palacios' admin.
I do have it written down. I just don't have on number 4 written down on the docket. I do have 991 as being part of our docket case.
Okay, so then you all need to file your motion for substitution of counsel on the CR 21-11991-I and also your notice of appearance.
Understood, Your Honor.
So you'll come back on both of those cases on January the 11th at 9:30. Okay, Mr. Aranda, we'll see you on that date.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anything else, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I have number 81, Fernando Villarreal. And the same announcement, Your Honor. We need a rec for that.
CR 14-10884-I. Mr. Lozano, has the recommendation been sent out?
Your Honor, a recommendation was sent out on November 24th. However, this case is from 2014. PTD was denied on June 20th, 2016. I'm staffing this case with Daniel Gonzalez for PTD reconsideration, just because of how old this case is.
Okay. So, Mr. Jaramillo, just so that you're aware, the recommendation was sent out a couple of weeks ago. However, I will give the state an opportunity to staff this. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Fernando Villarreal, are you present?
Present, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we can do about getting this concluded because that's a very old case.
Yes, Your Honor. We'll get on that quickly.
All right. So you'll come back on that one as well on January the 11th at 9:30. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else?
I also have number 68, Jose Manuel Sainz. I've been trying to get in contact with him. I don't see him on Zoom or his name. I don't know if the court could call him out.
CR 18-10581-I, Jose Manuel Sainz. Are you present? Jose Manuel Sainz? Okay, has Mr. Sainz been before the court before?
Yes, Your Honor. We've been here before. He was denied PTD because he had some pending restitution. Since then, he's paid, so we need to resubmit the PTD for reconsideration.
Okay, he has until the end of the docket to show up. If not, I'll have an eyesight issued on him.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Pruneda?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm covering for Roel Trevino, who is Mr. Adam Lopez's attorney of record. And I believe this is number 40 on your list, Your Honor.
Okay, and that's CR 161364-I, Adam Lopez. And what is your announcement?
Your Honor, I noticed I was asked actually very early this morning to cover for Mr. Trevino because he wasn't feeling well, but I noticed in the Mr. Trevino's file, there is a PTD packet, but it's been completed, but it hasn't been signed by Mr. Lopez or the attorney, Mr. Trevino. I'm going to make sure he gets it completed and signed this morning. I believe he has all of the supporting documents. And even though seems that it was dated back in June, for whatever reason, it hasn't been submitted. So I'd like the court's indulgence to see if I can electronically send it to the DA's office with the supporting documents for consideration. He's a first-time DWI offender, Your Honor. I don't believe he's had any prior, so he's eligible. And on top of that, he has this nice side pending for judgment. And from June 8th, 2021. And so I don't know if there was an entry made as far as a judgment against Mr. Lopez, but he works in Pennsylvania up until recently. And is it seasonal or is it permanent?
No, it's a project. We're done with it. So I just found out a couple of days ago. I'm being laid off.
Okay, so he had been working outside of Texas and Pennsylvania, Your Honor. That may have been part of the problem, but I understand he's already been on a laid off status just as of 2 days ago. So he'll probably remain in this area for a while, so we can wrap things up and get things moving.
Okay. So first of all, I don't know, are we showing that there's a nice sign that's been issued on Mr. Lopez?
It was recalled, Your Honor.
Okay, so the nice eye was already recalled.
Okay, great. So,
Okay. And so I'll give you an opportunity to have him sign off on that paperwork and submit it.
Yes, sir. We'll take care of that today. And Your Honor is well aware of my family situation. So I'll be gone beginning Sunday for 2 months, but I'll make sure that it gets filed today so that they can start the process, and I'll have Mr. Trevino follow up on that.
Okay, so Mr. Brunella, just let him know that this is a really old case, so I do need to get that PTD packet in as soon as possible so they can review it. And I'll have Mr. Lopez come back on February the 24th at 9:30, but between now and then, it has to be under review already.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, anything else?
That's it for me, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, you may.
Have a very good day. Thank you. Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Best of luck to you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Mr. Vargas,
Good morning, Judge.
good morning.
I believe I have number either 74 or 75 on the docket. Daniel Trejo.
Okay, 74 and 75. CR 21-03323-I, CR 21-03277-I, State of Texas versus Daniel Trejo. Is Mr. Trejo present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we're going to be filing a motion to suppress on this case within the next week or two.
Okay.
And if the court is having in-person hearings, we are going to be ready to proceed. If not, then we would request more time.
No, I am doing motions to suppress in person. On your order setting hearing, please indicate that you want it in person so that I know which docket to put you on. And that motion to suppress then needs to be filed before December the 17th.
Will do, Judge.
Okay, and I'll set a tickler for that. Okay, anything else?
That's all I have, Judge.
All right, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Trejo?
Yes, Judge, he has the Xenolog device with the Toxalock and there's no violations.
Okay. Mr. Trejo, can I get an updated phone number for you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. It's 956-685-3334.
Okay, sir. All right. Okay, Mr. Vargas, then if nothing further, he may be excused. Did you have another case?
No, not, I think it was reset, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Have a good day. All right, Ms. Barreto?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 24 on the court's criminal docket. Angel Gonzalez.
Okay, CR 21-03458-I, Angel Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Barreto.
Judge, on this case, we reached an ADR agreement before the prior hearing, but my client needs more time to finish the requirements, Judge. He did do the defensive driving course. He just needs the life skills.
Okay, and can he have it done by January the 13th?
Yes, Judge, that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, January 13th at 9:30. If he has it done between now and then and everything's been processed administratively, and I sign off on a dismissal, then it won't be necessary for him to come in or to show up.
Very well, thank you, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have. May we be excused?
Yes, you both may be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Tijerina?
Morning, Your Honor. I have a couple of matters with you this morning, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
Judge, the first one is number, apologize, Your Honor. The first one is number 37, 38, 39 on the court's docket.
Okay.
Lucia Leiva.
All right, CR.
Good morning.
Good morning. CR 21-04591-I, CR 21-04589-I, CR 21-04590-I, State of Texas versus Lucia Leiva, and she is present. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this matter, we're going to be applying for PTD. I don't know if there's a restitution issue with the, if the prosecution has that information, but I need to provide that to them. This was an accident.
Okay, I understood that there is, so I'll let the state make an announcement on that.
Your Honor, there was an accident on all three cases. This defendant is PTD eligible. A recommendation was sent out on November 3rd with all of the restitution that's owed on these three cases.
Okay, so Mr. D, did you receive that amount?
I did, Judge, and I've received, and I was under the impression I've already forwarded that. I may have sent that to a former prosecutor, but let me get that over to the current prosecutor because it's been paid out by the insurance company.
Okay, so all three have already been paid out?
That's my understanding, Your Honor, with my client.
Okay. So then once you submit that proof that it's been paid out, then what's the next step? Just to get her applied to for PTD?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll have her come back on February the 24th at 9:30. Between now and then, have that proof of restitution being paid tendered to the state, and also have the packet in, please.
I will, Your Honor. Thank you for that.
Okay, we'll see you then, Ms. Leiva.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, your next case?
Judge, I have number 16 on the court's docket.
Okay, CR 19-12101-I, State of Texas versus Luis Amaro. Is Mr. Amaro present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Judge, on this matter, it's very similar to the first case I announced. I received a notice that my client is not was not approved for PTD. I did provide the state with information that the insurance company had already paid out the damages. So I think there just needs to be clarification unless there's another reason why he didn't qualify.
I don't know, Mr. Lozano, do you show anything?
Your Honor, our notes indicate the defense attorney did not get back to our office about defendant participating in the DWI court program. The recommendation remains as PTE denied. DWI court is denied as well at this time.
Okay,
DWI court, and I apologize, Judge, we had applied for PTD. I'll discuss that with Mr. Gonzalez. And see what we can do to get my client on that DWI court if he's interested.
well, I think Mr. Lozano said it was DWI court was denied as well, Mr. Lozano, is that what you said?
Yes, Your Honor. PTD and DWI court were denied on November 1st. Plea paperwork was sent out on November 23rd.
Okay, Judge. Well, I'll get that worked out, Your Honor, if we can have a reset. So I can try to get that worked out for my client.
January 13th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
And that way you can let me know what we're gonna do on that day.
Absolutely, Your Honor. Thank you. And then I have one other final case with you, Judge.
Okay,
It is number 6. I didn't realize this was set this morning, Your Honor. I haven't made contact with my client. I believe I just need to submit the correct version of the waiver of arraignment, Your Honor. So if the court would allow me to do that, I'll meet with my client and get that taken care of.
all right.
I had filed it. I found it under my format, Your Honor, so my apologies for that.
Okay, so then, do you know what you want to do with this yet?
No, Judge, it's just a criminal trespass. I know my client had spent time in county jail, so I'm sure that we can get this worked out fairly simple.
All right, January the 13th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge, and I will get that waiver filed.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. All right, now Ms. Garcia Perez. Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
yes. What
Okay,
number?
I have Christian Clark Denalopa, I believe is how you pronounce it. That
Okay.
is number 12, I believe.
Yes, okay, Mr. Clark, go ahead and get rid of the gum that you have in your mouth. We don't allow chewing gum in court. Thank you. All right, and that is on CR 19-00060-I, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, he has a pending felony that we're still trying to resolve. This is a case that we were back and forth on plea and may end up in trial, Judge. We still don't have a date on that. And so we're asking for a reset here pending the felony.
Okay, and has the felony at intake or has it already been assigned?
No, it's been assigned, Judge. This is an older case, but with pandemic and things, trial never got set. And so I want to revisit it with the state and see whether we can come to an agreement at all, or whether we're still going to be waiting on jury trial.
Okay, do you have a date on your felony?
I don't, Your
Okay.
Honor.
All right, well, he's not on a device, is he? I don't think so. Mr. Clark, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Okay, all right, I'll give you some time to look into that, so you can come back on February the 24th.
The case was back in 2018, December of 2018.
Yes,
That's correct, Judge.
okay, so come back on February 24th at 9:30, and that'll give you an opportunity to talk to the felony court on this.
Yes, Your Honor. I will get on it. Thank you so much for your patience.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have before this honorable court. May I be excused?
Yes, you both may be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Cedillo?
Hi, Judge. Good morning. I
morning.
have 3 before Your Honor, Judge. The first one being number 2 on the court's docket, Ray Ansaldúa.
Okay, CR 20-3251-I. Is Mr. Ansaldúa present?
He appears under Ray's iPhone. I saw him right there.
Mr. Ansaldúa, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there you are. All right, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we, as of yesterday, completed the PTD packet and it's been submitted, Judge. So we just now need to, I guess, pending approval.
Okay, Mr. Ansaldúa, do you have a alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on him?
Yes, Judge, he has his mobile device with safety check and there's no violations.
Okay. I'm gonna set him out till February the 24th at 9:30 and that's because he has no violations. Unless he has a violation between now and then, I'll bring him in sooner. And that'll give enough time for the state to, or I'm hoping enough time for the state to review your PTD packet. If he's ready for placement before then, notify my office and we'll get you set on an earlier docket.
Understood, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, what's an updated phone number for you, sir?
432-258-6032.
Okay. If nothing further, Mr. Gonzalez, you are excused.
Thank you.
Okay, your next case?
Your Honor, that would be number 18 on the court's docket, Jose Manuel Garcia.
CR 20-03583-I. And Jose Manuel Garcia, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present.
Okay, go ahead. What is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, same announcement. Mr. Garcia did complete the PTD packet. We've submitted that and we are just pending approval, Judge.
Okay. And Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Garcia?
Judge, he has his analog device with Smart Start and there's no violations.
Okay. Then we'll do the same. I'm going to give them an opportunity to review it. It's October. Have them come back on February the 24th at 9:30. And it'll be the same thing, Ms. Cedillo. Unless he has violations, I'll bring him in sooner. And if not, then, or if he's ready for placement before then, you get some notification from the state that he's been approved, we'll put him on sooner.
Understood, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, can I get an updated phone number for you?
Yes, ma'am. It's 956-342-5374.
Okay, sir. If nothing further, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, your next case?
Your Honor, I also have number 67 on the court's docket, Jesus Rodriguez.
CR 210894-I, State of Texas versus Jesus Huerta Rodriguez. Is Mr. Rodriguez present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, with regards to him, the recommendation was tendered. I believe it's a PTD recommendation. He is willing to accept that. We just need some time to get the paperwork and get that submitted to the court, to the DAs.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Rodriguez?
Judge, he has his analog device with Smart Start and there's no violations.
Okay. Does he have all the requirements to apply for the PTD already?
I believe, Ms. Rodriguez, if I'm not mistaken, when we spoke, there was an issue with your driver's license. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, there may be an issue with his driver's license, so we would need time. Ms. Rodriguez, remind me what the issue was. Is it expired and you need?
Well, when I went to get a new one, they told me it was revoked, or I mean, not revoked.
Suspended?
I couldn't take out a license till December. So I wanted to see if I could try to get the occupational driver's license or something.
That's right, Judge. We either need to do a occupational route or wait out the suspension, which I believe that would be December of 2022, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I'm correct.
And I want to say he called my office this morning, Judge, inquiring about the occupational. Is that correct, Mr. Rodriguez? I don't want to misrepresent. I didn't speak to him directly.
Yes, I did. I called in the morning.
But does the state accept occupational licenses as part of the PTD packet? Do you know, Mr. Lozano?
No, Your Honor, I don't at this time, but I can ask Daniel Gonzalez about this matter as well.
Judge, I think as long as they do a valid, they accept a valid driver's license. I don't want to speak for the state, but that's allowable, Judge, I think, if I recall.
Do you think it's allowable, Ms. Cedillo?
I think it is, Judge, because I know that it's been rejected on before because they wanted proof of the SR-22 and we were able to get it done. It's been a while since I've done it that way, but I believe that it will qualify, Judge.
Okay. All right. Well, then hopefully that's the case. And that way I'll give you an opportunity to apply for that occupational driver's license. And that way he can get that and get the required, the SR-22 as well, and give you a chance to apply. Now, Mr. Rodriguez, because you've had 0 violations, I'm gonna set you out a little bit further because you have a couple of more obstacles to jump over than normal. So I'm gonna give you an opportunity to get the occupational driver's license, make sure that they're gonna accept it, hopefully apply for the PTD, and so that it can be under review by the time you come back, okay?
Yes.
All right, but you're gonna need to stay in contact with your attorney's office because there's fees that are associated with that occupational driver's license, okay?
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and send him the same on February the 24th, and I'll only bring him in sooner if he has any violations.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, what's a phone number for you?
956-292-8244.
Okay. All right, sir. If nothing further, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
May I also be excused, Judge? That was the only thing I had before the court.
Yes,
Thank you, Your Honor.
thank you. Mr. Mulder, did they finally get your case resolved?
Almost. We put in the paperwork for PTD.
Oh,
We were missing a signature. I'll have all that cleared up in the next day or two, but I'm confident we're just about done with this.
wow, okay. All right, what number was that again on my
Oh,
document?
I'm sorry, 52 and 53.
Okay,
And she is here on page 2, I want to say, as iPhone 2. I think. Yes. There she is.
okay. That's CR 118872-I and CR 119057-I. Okay, Miss Nagel.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm glad that you all are able to move forward with that, and so you'll get that in. I'll go ahead and have you come back because it's going to be under review, Mr. Mulder. It usually takes about 60 days. So I'm gonna go ahead and have you all come back on February the 10th.
Right.
And if for some reason you get approval before then and she's ready for placement, let my office know and we'll set you up sooner.
Okay, great.
All right?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Y'all have a good day. Thank you for waiting.
Bye.
Mr. Ramos, I was gonna call you sooner. It looks like are you in person court right now?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here on the 3rd floor at the courthouse.
Oh, okay. What number are you?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm number 25. It's State of Texas versus Amanda Gonzalez, or sorry, Angela Gonzalez.
Okay, CR 210907-I. Angela Gonzalez, are you present? Angela Gonzalez, okay, there you are. All right, what's your announcement?
Your Honor, there's been a pretrial diversion packet that's been submitted, so we're just waiting on that packet to process.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, do you show that it's already been accepted by your office?
No, Your Honor, I'm not seeing a PTD packet on our files at this time.
Okay, Mr. Ramos, do you recall when it is that you turned it in?
Yes, Your Honor. We submitted it this Monday, actually.
Okay.
Or actually, I apologize. It was last week. It was last Tuesday.
Okay. Mr. Lozano, you might want to ask your, I don't know who receives them, and check to see if they've gotten it. Okay, I'm gonna give them time to review it. I'll have you come back on February the 10th at 9:30. If she's ready for placement before then, let us know.
Will do, Your Honor. We'll be ready by then.
Okay, thank you. Y'all are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too. Okay, Attorney Cynthia Cantu del Bosque.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have numbers 78 and 79.
CR 2009-073-I, CR 202129-I, State of Texas versus Cynthia Uriegas. Is Ms. Uriegas present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you need to sit up. Don't be in bed. You already know, Cynthia. I told you the last time too. All right. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Judge, on this particular set of cases, there was an order for Ms. Uriegas to make a payment to the Rainbow Room. That has been done already. And also, I believe we were trying to apply for the pretrial diversion application. Judge, I still am waiting on insurance that includes Ms. Uriega's name on it. Absent that, I cannot apply for pretrial diversion. So that's where we're at with that.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have an updated report on Ms. Uriegas?
Yes, Judge, she has her interlock device with Intoxilock and there's no violations.
Okay. Cynthia, were you able to find a job?
Yeah, I already had a job.
Okay.
Yes. Not, yeah.
Yes, no, sorry.
Okay. And so then, how much time do you think you're gonna need for her to have that insurance binder with her name on it?
Ms. Uriegas, how long do you need to get the insurance in your name?
But on Monday next week, I go pay the insurance. I'll talk to them in person.
Very well, Judge. If we can have a reset of either 30 to 45 days so that I can get the application in as well, that should be sufficient time.
Okay. Let's come back on January the 13th at 9:30, and that way we know by then whether or not she was able to add her name to the insurance.
Perfect, Your Honor.
And Ms. Uriegas, what's a phone number for you now?
956-445-9791.
Okay. All right. If nothing further, you are excused, Ms. Uriegas.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Okay.
that's all I have before this honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Likewise. Okay, Mr. Jarvis?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
We have number 35, Megan Nicole Hanks.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay.
I
And
received an email from the DA's office saying that despite the fact that there was a collision, she is PTD eligible. And we're going to finalize that, and that should be in by next week.
okay, Ms. Hanks, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, Your Honor, with a safety check.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on her?
Yes, Judge, she has her mobile device with safety check and there's no violations.
Okay. I'll give you an opportunity to apply for that, Mr. Jarvis, and I'll have her come back on February the 24th at 9:30, provided she continues with 0 violations. Other than that, if she does have violations, I'll have to bring her in sooner. And also, I need the packet in as soon as possible so they can review it.
Very good, Your Honor. We'll do. We'll get that in ASAP.
Okay? Anything else?
Not at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Hanks, can I get a phone number for you?
956-874-8413.
Okay, then we'll see you then, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, likewise. All right, Mr. Lopez?
Hello, Your Honor. I have Ms. Jacqueline Medina.
Okay, what number?
That is number 45, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 1806218-I, Jacqueline Medina, are you present?
I am present, Judge.
Okay, what's your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, we've already done everything we could to try to dispose of this case without the need for a trial. So I'm going to ask that this be set for a jury trial, and that'll put us on a deadline, and maybe I can just receive any offer from the district attorney at some point before that for my client's consideration.
Okay, what's the state's response?
Your Honor, plea paperwork was sent out on November 24th for 1-year probation.
So she didn't qualify for PTD?
No,
She
Your Honor.
did not.
Okay, one at a time.
Your Honor, PTD was denied on July 24th, 2019.
Does it say why?
Prior POM from 2012.
That's correct.
Okay.
So we tried that, Judge. We also filed a suppression. It was denied. So again, we're still asking for a jury trial setting on this, and I'll review the plea paperwork and the offer from the state with my client and, we'll let the
Okay.
court know.
So, what we'll do is we'll have her come back on January the 13th at 9:30, and at that time I should be ready to give you your trial dates.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor. Can we be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, okay, Attorney Daniel Gonzalez.
Judge, good morning, Judge. How you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. I have two cases before this honorable court. Your Honor, the first one, number 44, Nisa Martinez. She should be on, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 20-4834-I, Nisa Martinez.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Okay, and I'm showing that that's been dismissed already.
Okay, great, Your Honor.
So congratulations, Ms. Martinez, on finishing the program.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and your next case?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. Apologize. Number 41, Irma Maldonado.
CR 16-14080-I, State of Texas versus Irma Maldonado. Ms. Maldonado, are you present?
I believe she should be on, Your Honor. I did see her, her little name plate.
Ms. Maldonado? Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm here, Your
Okay.
Honor.
All right, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that she still needs to complete a few things for this program, Your Honor. Respectfully, I was going to be asking for a little bit more time so that she can complete that. This is her first offense, Your Honor. I mean, she's completed some of the requirements for the program. We're just hoping for a little bit more time so that she can complete the program entirely.
Okay, Ms. Maldonado, are you currently working?
I'm pending a job at the animal shelter. They told me that they're trying to send it to HR to get approved so I can take my drug test. And once
Okay.
that's approved, I can start.
Okay, so how much time do you think you will need to pay your pending court costs and probation fees? Because it's a total of about $600. And be feasible, be realistic with me, because I don't want to set you up for failure. So let me know more or less what you think you're going to need to come up with $600. You're on mute. Or, oh, there you are. No. Don't. It's
At
'cause you've been-
least 2 or 2.5 months, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine.
If I may, please.
I'm gonna give her a little bit more time. I'm gonna have her come back on February the 24th at 9:30. And that should give her sufficient time to conclude what she needs to so that the dismissal can be filed on her.
Okay, great, Your Honor. Appreciate that, Your Honor. And, Ms. Maldonado, just try to get that money.
I will
Okay.
get that done as soon as possible. Thank you.
All right, so hopefully you get that job and then we'll see you back here on February the 24th.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. That is all I have before this honorable court, Your Honor. If I may please be excused.
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Jaramillo, I don't believe has your client come on yet?
Yes, Your Honor, he's here present in my office.
Okay, give me the number on the docket again.
Number 68, Jose Manuel Sainz.
All right, CR 18-10581-I, State of Texas versus Jose Manuel Sainz. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, Mr. Sainz had to pay some restitution money in order to be PTD eligible again. So we need to resubmit the PTD for reconsideration.
Okay, so has he already paid the restitution?
He has, Your Honor.
Okay. And have you submitted that proof to the state yet?
I believe so, Your Honor. I know we have it in our trust account. I think we paid it off from there.
Okay, so Mr. Lozano, are you showing any communication or anything to let you know that that restitution has been paid?
No, Your Honor, I don't have any information confirming that.
Okay, so that needs to get paid so that they're able to have that proof of the payment before you apply. If they don't have that, they're gonna deny it.
Understood, Your Honor. We'll get right on that.
Okay, now Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Sainz?
Yes, Judge, he just has his interlock device with Lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay. I'm gonna give you some time to submit that proof to the state to get your packet in. And then so it can be under review. So he'll come back on February the 24th at 9:30. If everything has been submitted, if the state has already given you an acceptance and you need him on the docket sooner for placement, let us know.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right. And Mr. Sines, what is a phone number for you?
956-566-5466.
I'm sorry, it was 956 what?
566-5466.
Okay. All right. Of nothing further, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great
Thank
day.
you. Likewise. Okay, Mr. Lidhart.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'm appearing on behalf of Attorney Juan Zamora on number 29 on your docket, CR 1809502-I. Miss Elizabeth Grisel.
Okay, and is Miss Grisel present?
No, Your Honor, we've been trying to get a hold of her all morning and she's unable to reach back to us and log into the court Zoom.
Okay, so she is aware of today's hearing. Therefore, if she doesn't show up by the end of the docket, I'll have to issue a nice eye on her.
Sure thing, Your Honor.
Okay, and you can stay on or you can check with us later.
Okay, Judge, thank you. We are requesting just that the state send over the plea documents. I think we're gonna just get ready to sign her up to agree to the plea.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, your response?
Your Honor, plea paperwork was sent out on November 23rd.
Okay, so that plea paperwork has already been sent to your office on November the 23rd. You might want to check to see if Mr. Zamora received it.
Thank you, Your Honor. We got the recommendation on that date. I'm not too certain that the paperwork was submitted as well, but I'll check back.
Okay, are you requesting for it to be resent?
Yes, Your Honor, that could be just addressed here on the record.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, can you please resend the plea paperwork?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll go ahead and resend the paperwork. The email did have the paperwork attached to it.
Okay, actually, I'm confirming with my legal assistant. She did say that it's there.
Okay.
My apologies, Mr. Lozano.
No worries.
Okay. All right, any other case?
No, Your Honor, that concludes my matter in this honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. God bless.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Mr. Salinas, Rubio Salinas.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
What number, sir?
I'm not sure which numbers they are, Judge. I have two cases this morning.
Okay, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Judge?
A little better, yes.
Judge, number 42 on the court's docket.
Okay, CR 211224-I, Christine Martinez. Ms. Martinez, is she present?
Yes, ma'am. I'm right here, ma'am.
Okay, what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, this is a case that this should be a status hearing after the arraignment, Judge. And we have the offense report, which is lacking the video that was taken from the dash cam. So I'm asking for a little more time.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, are you showing that there's digital evidence in your file?
Your Honor, I don't have the physical file with me, but I'll double check after your docket.
All right, so Mr. Salinas, if there is digital evidence or that you know of, get a USB over, please, so that they can get that for you.
It is mentioned in the offense report, Judge.
Okay, so did you all drop off your USB yet?
The person that handles that is not in today, Judge, so I'm not sure if that was actually.
Okay, if not, so that can be submitted to the DA's office. Okay, so I'll give you an opportunity to get that. Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Ms. Martinez's device?
Judge, she has her analog device with lifesaver and there's no violation.
Okay.
Your Honor, I am seeing that there's a patrol car video We just need a USB to be submitted to our office.
Okay. So Mr. Salinas, when that person gets back, you can let them know to have a USB delivered to the DA's office so you can get that digital evidence. Okay. And we'll go ahead and have you return on January the 13th at 9:30. Ms. Martinez, what's a phone number for you?
956-755-7417.
Okay, ma'am. We'll see you on January the 13th at 9:30. You are excused.
Thank you.
Okay, your next case?
Next case is 76, Your Honor.
CR 1714-155-I, Eduardo Trevino. Is Mr. Trevino present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Mr. Trevino's case was initially transferred from County Court number 4. We had a hearing on a motion to suppress. It was denied. We timely filed a request for findings of fact and conclusions of law. Subsequently, they were never filed. This is a 2017 case, been pending for 4 years. The case was subsequently transferred to your court. And I think the last time we had a hearing before your honor, we were going to check to see if the case should be transferred back so that we could get the findings of fact and conclusions of law filed. Unless you'd like to give us another suppression hearing, we could do another one.
Okay, I don't know, did my staff receive a response whether or not Court 4 was going to accept this case back?
No, Judge, but I will double check with them this afternoon as well.
Okay, so
Did a short reset, Judge, just to see if it's going to happen.
the soonest I have is January the 13th at 9:30, but more than likely it will have to go back to Court 4. And if for some reason they don't want to accept it, then I will need to hear your motion to suppress.
Okay. Judge, my client has had a device on his vehicle, I believe, for the last 4 years. This is his second arrest, but his first DWI. The prior case was dismissed, and he's asking if the court would consider removing the requirement that he have an interlock device. He's had it for 4 years.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Trevino?
Judge, the current report, he does have an interlock with lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay, I'll give the state an opportunity to respond to the oral motion for the bond modification for the removal.
Your Honor, the state's opposed at this time to any removal of a mobile alcohol monitoring device or ignition interlock device. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so the current statute is that there's been a second DWI arrest, of course, that there be a device, but because this occurred prior to that, and I believe the last time that Mr. Kennedy was here, I had stated that if he didn't have any violations between that time and this time, that I would consider having that device removed because he had already had it for 4 years. So at this time, I'm going to grant the defense's request and I'm going to have that removed and you can submit an order to that effect.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate that.
Okay. And we'll go ahead. I'll have Ms. Rivera double check with Judge Garza's office to see if they'll accept the transfer. And if not, we'll let you know.
Thank you.
Okay, if not, we'll see you on for right now, January 13th at 9:30, Mr. Trevino, okay? All right. Okay, you are excused, Mr. Trevino. Do you have another case, Mr. Salinas?
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, sir. You have a good day. Okay, Ms. Canales? Attorney Melissa Canales?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, what number?
53.
All right, CR 16021669-I, Miguel Perez. Is Mr. Perez present?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, I think that's him on Miguel's iPhone.
Yes, that's me.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we were going to ask for a little more time. I need to meet with Mr. Perez.
Okay, and then have you received everything on this case?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
Okay, and I believe, Mr. Lozano, do you have a recommendation that's been sent to Ms. Canales?
Yes, he has, Your Honor.
Okay, then I'll give you an opportunity to review that with your client, and I'll have you come back on January the 13th at 9:30.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay. If
Thank
nothing
you.
further, you're excused.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Bravo.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 26.
CR 210826-I, Claudia Gonzalez. Is Ms. Gonzalez present?
Judge, she just called me right now. She should be, at the very least, be logging on. I don't know if she is here.
I don't have anybody in my waiting room.
Okay, if Judge, ask the court to recall the case, we make sure that she's able to get on Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Gonzalez, I know you're ready on a plea. Just continue. I'm almost there, okay?
Yes, Judge, no problem.
All right. Sydney Escobar.
Your Honor, that is my PTDPO actually.
Oh, that's your PTDPO? Okay, we're almost there. All right, Cecilia Collins. Ms. Collins, who is your attorney? Ms. Collins, can you hear me?
Sí, buenos días, su señoría.
Oh, Ms. Castañeda, ask her who her attorney is.
Ms. Collins, ¿quién es su abogado?
David Gorena.
David Gorena.
Okay. Mr. Corena has been in and out, logging in and out, so I'm not sure if he's in another court right now. Have her stand by, and if someone from the staff can let Mr. Corena know that we're down to the end of the docket.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, good morning, Judge. I stepped out of a hearing in person here in Court 8, but I had number 49 in your docket that I had an announcement on.
Okay, CR 19150881-I, Christopher Moreno. Is Mr. Moreno present?
Your Honor, he is not, and I have not been in contact with him. He is an individual who has always been in contact with me. However, after Thanksgiving, this week leading up to today's hearing, I have not been able to get a hold of him. He was aware of today's hearing. He was on last time. So I just want to let the court know that I did exercise due diligence in trying to get a hold of him.
Okay, then he has until the end of the docket. If not, we'll have to NISI him.
Yes, but I just wanted to show that I failed to appear also. Thank you very much for your time, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Judge, I just had a quick request. I have one that's a reset. That's not my plea. Might we take him up?
Sure, what number?
56, 57, 58, all the same defendant, Daniel Pequeño.
Okay, Mr. Pequeño, will you please turn on your camera?
Hello, yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's on CR 21-11016-I, CR 20-12778-I, CR 20-12779-I. All right, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, I believe he's set for arraignment on number 56, unless the court has accepted the waiver. On that one, we've already requested the 3914 as of November 30th. I didn't confirm if I received it as of today, but I know I do need a little bit of time to review that one and then see if we can take care of all three of these together at the next setting.
Okay, so did you submit the waiver on the duty on striking?
Yes, ma'am. I just
Okay.
didn't show it had been accepted though.
Okay. Yes.
It was the waiver was accepted. I'm just pending the order. That way I can provide a reset date. But If we're gonna do it on the record, that's completely fine, Judge. It's up to your discretion.
Well, the waiver was accepted. You're just pending for, what did you say? I'm sorry? The order?
Judge? Yes. There's a waiver, the waiver in the order, but the order was not filed.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll just have him raise your right hand, Mr. Pequeño. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Judge.
Sir, is your true and correct name Daniel Iran Pequeño?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, you're being charged with duty on striking a fixture or highway landscape greater than $200. That's a Class B misdemeanor. If convicted of a Class B misdemeanor, that's 6 months in Hidalgo County Jail and a $2,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand that range of punishment, sir?
I do.
Has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No, Judge.
Okay, and counselor, do you find your client to be competent and able to assist you in his own defense?
I do, Judge.
All right. The court will find that Mr. Pequeño is competent, able to assist his attorney in his own defense, and hereby enters a plea of not guilty on his behalf. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and keep the 3 cases together. And what am I seeing? He was charged with a new DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And when are we arraigning him on that? Do you know?
I thought we already had, Judge, but let me confirm that.
Oh, okay.
I think we did that at the last setting, if I'm not mistaken, because we had to modify the condition of bond. Let me double check. Pequeño.
Judge, may I speak?
Only if your attorney allows you.
Don't talk about the facts of your case, Mr. Pequeño, unless you're going to clarify if we've already arraigned you.
Wait, I don't see an arraignment, that's why.
Just in my
Go ahead.
DWI is in Cameron County.
Oh, okay, got you. All right. Okay, so how much time are you requesting, Ms. Gonzalez, on these cases?
Judge, if you want to give us that February setting, I think we can definitely get it done by then.
Okay, February 24th, I'm gonna put you at 9:30. But if for some reason you're ready before or ready on that date for a plea or before, let us know and we'll set you up on the plea docket.
Absolutely.
All right.
Judge, and I'll be on standby for that other one.
Okay, Mr. Pequeño, you are excused.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Bravo, your client, I believe, is already on.
Yes, Your Honor. It's number 26.
CR 210826-I, Claudia Gonzalez.
And Your Honor, for the record, Jose Bravo, on behalf of Ms. Gonzalez, she is present on Zoom. I don't think she is, I think she's still muted. Your Honor, announcement on this case, Judge, she was arraigned at the last hearing. The court did order a mobile alcohol monitoring device. I believe she has obtained that device, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Soto, are you showing reports yet for Ms. Gonzalez?
Does she obtain her analog device with Lifesaver and there's no violations?
Okay.
Additionally, Your Honor, there is I believe she would probably qualify for pretrial diversion. I know that we've already requested our 3914 disclosures back in October. I'm not sure if it's been sent over yet. But I believe there had been an accident, so there are some issues that we have to explore regarding restitution.
Okay, so then, Mr. Lozano, will she still be PTD eligible if she had if those accidents are involved?
Your Honor, she would be PTD eligible. She would just need to pay restitution first before she moves on with the review.
Okay, so Mr. Bravo, do you have the amounts on that restitution yet?
Judge, I don't believe I've received discovery yet. I'm not sure if it's been sent.
Mr. Lozano, Mr. Lozano, are you showing that discovery's been sent?
No, Your Honor, discovery has not been sent.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and send discovery after docket.
Okay, so I'll give you an opportunity to review that. And we'll come back on January the 13th so that I'll know whether or not you get the discovery and also if you have the restitution amounts and what we're gonna do.
Will do, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Gonzalez, can I get a phone number for you?
I do have her phone number. It's area code 737-900-4080.
900 what?
900-4080.
Oh, 4080. Okay,
900-4080.
okay. All right. Well, if nothing further, she may be excused.
Will do. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, is that all you have?
That's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay, and Attorney Rick Gonzalez. Rick Gonzalez.
Me pinche abogado de mierda, neta, no te voy a ver.
Okay, todavía está usted. And that will stay live on YouTube. Okay, good morning. Hold on, Mr. Canales.
Yes, Judge, good morning.
Good morning.
Judge, we have a Madras court.
Yes.
We actually have a plea bargain agreement, Judge, on this case. In the case of Joan Antonio Castillo, I don't know if the court has ever received the plea papers or not, Judge. But it's an agreement for credit for time served for 1 day, Judge.
Okay, but what number?
Number 10.
Oh, I apologize, Judge.
Number 10? Okay, CR 21-00751-I. Jovan Castillo.
That's correct, Judge.
And does the state show that this is ready to go?
No, Your Honor, it's not ready to go. Plea paperwork was sent out yesterday. I have not received it back from Mr. Canales' office.
So Judge, I don't know what the court's inclined to do, but it should be reserved for a quick plea. And so that I believe we already sent them. At this, I don't think it'll be received.
Okay. Well, the earliest I have is January 11th. I'm completely, every slot is taken between now and the end of the year.
We set for a plea January the 11th, Judge.
At 1:30.
January the 11th at 1:30, Judge. Okay, Judge.
All right.
Yes, Judge, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Munoz, Attorney Sergio Munoz.
Yes, Judge. Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Enrique Perez, the third, Your Honor.
Okay, what number, sir?
I'm getting that right now, Judge.
59, Your Honor.
Okay. 59, Judge.
All right, and that is CR 21-1458-I. And is Mr. Perez present?
Yes, Your Honor. If the court will allow me, Judge, I'm going to turn my device around so the court can identify him.
Okay. All right, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we have received a discovery, Your Honor. It's my understanding in looking at it that it is his first offense. I'm going to try to work with the state to see if they would offer some sort of a PTD, Judge, and if I can report to the court with a short reset on that.
Okay. And Mr. Lozano, do you show if Mr. Perez is PTD eligible by any chance?
Yes, Your Honor. Defendant is PTD eligible.
Okay. So I'll give you an opportunity, Mr. Munoz, so that you can do that packet and he can get the required documents. Mr. Perez, are you currently on an alcohol monitoring device?
No, I am not, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Then I'm going to give you some time, Mr. Munoz. He can return on February the 24th at 9:30. If for some reason the packet has already been accepted and he's ready for placement sooner than that, let us know and we'll get you on sooner.
Yes, I will, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
Nothing further. Just might be excused, my client.
Yes, you may be excused. All right. Selena Villanueva.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Okay, and what case? Do you have an attorney?
Yes, Miss Gonzalez, Savannah Gonzalez.
Oh, okay. Ms. Gonzalez?
No, I'm sorry, I forgot about your case earlier. I'm so sorry about that.
Go
Number 80,
ahead.
Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
Number 80, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay, CR 20-2176-I, State of Texas versus Selena Villanueva. And what is the announcement?
Savannah Gonzalez, Judge for Ms. Villanueva. Judge, in this case, I have been negotiating with Mr. Lozano. I believe her felony is going to be dismissed, and my understanding when the felony prosecutor was that this one might tag along with that. However, Mr. Lozano has given me a straight probation rec. I think we need to continue those negotiations, Judge. If we can get this for if you want to do the February 23rd setting, I'm sure it'll be worked out before then. But if we work out the dismissal, I'll go ahead and contact Mr. Rivera before then.
Okay, Mr. Lozano, anything to add?
Your Honor, we'll continue negotiations. Paperwork was sent out on November 29th. But we'll continue the negotiations.
Okay, then February the 24th at 9:30. And if something's done before then, let us know.
Yes, Judge, absolutely.
Okay, we'll see you then, Ms. Villanueva.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Apologies, Villanueva. I should have called you earlier. I apologize.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, did we get a hold of David Moreno? Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get with Mr. Ibarra. Will you please turn on your camera?
Yes, Judge, give me a minute. I'm working on that.
Okay, Mrs. Escobar, are you ready? Okay, make sure you stay unmuted. I'm just waiting for Mr. Ibarra. I need for you to get your camera on. Just click the video at the bottom.
I think it's my camera.
All right, Mr. Jalili, Missy, your case is what number?
This is number 17, Your Honor.
Okay. And Ms. Gonzalez, your client is what number?
For the plea, Judge, that one is, sorry about that, number 36, Judge.
Okay. Okay,
I'm sorry about that, Judge.
that's okay. I'm gonna remove your other device, okay? Because it might
That's fine.
echo. There we go. Okay, Mrs. Escobar, please unmute yourself. All right, Mrs. Escobar and Mr. Ibarra, please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mrs. Escobar, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Ibarra?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may lower your hands. NCR 21-03898-I, State of Texas versus Sydney Puentes Escobar. Is that your true and correct name, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
NCR 20-1313-I, State of Texas versus Brian Austin Ibarra. Is that your true and correct name, sir?
Correct, Ms. Honor.
Okay, Ms. Escobar, you're being charged with possession of marijuana of less than 2 ounces, a Class B misdemeanor. Mr. Ibarra, you're being charged with possession of marijuana of less than 2 ounces, a Class B misdemeanor. Both of these Class B misdemeanors carry a potential penalty of up to 6 months in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine upon conviction. Ms. Escobar, do you understand the range of punishment that you can receive for the offense of which you are charged?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Ibarra, do you understand the range of punishment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Both of you have the right to an attorney and the right to a trial by jury. You can waive one or both of those rights by signing a written document with the court. Did you have an opportunity to review that document with your attorney before signing it, Ms. Escobar?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Ibarra?
Correct, Ms. Honor.
Did you understand that when you signed that document, you were waiving your right to a trial by jury, Ms. Escobar?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Ibarra?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then the court will accept your waiver of a trial by jury. Has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane? Ms. Escobar,
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Ibarra?
No, Your Honor.
And counselors, in speaking with your clients, do you find them to be mentally competent and able to assist you in their own defense? Mr. Jalili?
Ms. Escobar is competent and able to assist in her own defense, Your Honor.
All right, and Ms. Gonzalez?
Same announcement as to Mr. Ibarra, Judge.
Then the court will make a finding that both defendants before the court are mentally competent and able to assist their attorneys in their own defense. Do each of you understand that if the punishment that I assess does not exceed what's recommended by the state, you will need this court's permission if you decide to file an appeal? Do you understand that, Ms. Escobar, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Ibarra?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you further understand that the court does not have to accept the recommendation of the state? Yes or no, Ms. Escobar?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Ibarra?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Escobar, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Ibarra, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
In CR 21-03898-I, State of Texas versus Sidney Cifuentes Escobar for the offense of possession of marijuana of less than 2 ounces, a Class B misdemeanor. How do you plead, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
In CR 20-1313-I, State of Texas versus Brian Austin Ibarra for the offense of possession of marijuana of less than 2 ounces, a Class B misdemeanor. How do you plead, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily, Ms. Escobar, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Ibarra?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then the court will accept your pleas as being freely and voluntarily given. I will call for state's evidence at this time.
Your Honor, state offers plea documents and offense reports as State's Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal as State's Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 3914 disclosures as State's Exhibit 3, waiver of risk and needs assessment as State's Exhibit 4, and the PTD POM packet as State's Exhibit 5. State would also request defense counsel stipulate to the venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court and stipulate that the evidence has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate a plea of guilty.
Okay, and did you also add the exhibits for the PTD POM?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Any objections? Mr. Jalili?
No objections, so stipulated as to, no objections, so stipulated as to Ms. Escobar.
Ms. Gonzalez?
Judge, I have no objections to the evidence. I so agree and stipulate to venue jurisdiction and that the plea documents are sufficient to corroborate the plea.
There being no objections from defense counsel as to the exhibits are hereby admitted and approved. In CR 20-1313-I, the State of Texas versus Brian Austin Ibarra. It is a judgment of the court, sir, that you are guilty as charged, and what is the state's recommendation?
Your Honor, the state recommends a $100 fine, court costs, 1 day, Hidalgo County Jail, credit for 1.
Okay. And Ms. Gonzalez, are there any questions or requests on behalf of your client?
None at this time, Judge.
Okay. I'll give Mr. Ibarra 90 days to pay the fine, 90 days to pay the court costs, and the rest of the recommendation I will follow. Okay. Best of luck to you, Mr. Ibarra. Anything else?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Okay. You're welcome, sir.
You guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
You too. You're excused. Ms. Gonzalez, if nothing further, you're also excused.
Thank you, Judge. Take care.
Thank you. In CR 21-03898-I, the State of Texas versus Sidney Cifuentes Escobar, it's the judgment of the court, ma'am, that you are guilty as charged. However, you are asking to be placed on the PTD POM program. Therefore, any finding of guilt will be deferred and to see whether or not you successfully complete the program. Okay? So that means that if you complete everything, a dismissal will be filed against you and you will not be found guilty. It's called a deferral of guilt, okay? And that's a contract that you're entering with the State of Texas. You're agreeing to comply with conditions of the PTD program. Was there anything on there when you reviewed the paperwork with your attorney that you don't think that you can comply with, Ms. Escobar?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Jalili, are there any questions or requests on behalf of your client?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. Then the court will be placing you on the PTD POM program, Ms. Escobar, and I just need a date for the next setting.
COM, right, Judge?
Yes, 60
I
days.
have, yes, ma'am. I have February the 1st.
Okay, you'll return on February the 1st at 9:30. Hopefully that'll be for dismissal. Okay, Ms. Escobar?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is your phone number?
It's going to be 956-884-5080.
Okay. All right, if nothing further, Mr. Jalili, you and your client may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank
Good luck
you.
to you, Ms. Escobar.
Yes, thank you. Have a nice day.
Likewise. Okay, any luck in contacting Mr. Gorena?
Judge's office notified our staff that he was in an in-person hearing here. He was driving back and forth, so he was in the middle of that. But that they were gonna contact him, so he was aware of the hearing, Judge.
All right. Ms. Castaneda, please let Ms. Collins know that her attorney is in an in-person hearing.
Señora Collins, su abogado está en una audiencia en persona.
So therefore, it is necessary for us to reset her matter.
So le vamos a dar otra fecha.
And Ms. Soto, before I do that, do you have a report on Ms. Collins?
Judge, she has a mobile device with Lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay. And this is number 13 and 14 on the court's docket. Please let her know that she'll return on January the 13th at 9:30.
Ms. Collins, su próxima corte es el día 13 de enero a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Gracias, su señoría.
And thank her for her patience.
Y la corte le da las gracias por su paciencia.
Buen día. Gracias.
Have a good day.
All right. Number 1 on the court's docket. Have we heard anything?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, my staff, no? All right. Okay, Mr. Damian, mark that one. What about number 8?
Judge, I don't see a reset date, but when I check, let me just double check.
I think that was in the afternoon, Bianca, for in person.
Oh, that's right, Judge. Yes, we did move it to the afternoon.
Okay. And number 9?
Judge, that one is going to be reset to January the 20th.
Okay. Number 20?
Number 20, Judge, is going to be reset, or it was already reset to January the 20th as well. It has a motion to suppress.
Okay. Number 21?
Let me double check, Judge. I didn't see one earlier. I'm not sure. No, Judge.
That's Ms. Saldana's case. Before we do anything on that, because I saw that an A&P was filed, we'll ask her.
Your Honor, I was in contact with ADA Alex Huerta. She told me that ADA Rebecca Saldana was going to be out and that the announcement was just going to be on the status of the recommendation that our office sent to defense counsel.
Okay, but then the defendant didn't even show up. But they were aware of today's hearing, weren't they?
Yes, Judge, but this is, if you recall, Judge, this is the attorney that, for whatever reason, I'm not sure if she's in between assistants, but it's been a little bit of a hassle to get a hold of her.
Okay, hold on. Mr. Gorena, we went ahead and reset Ms. Collins to January the 13th at 9:30, sir.
I'm sorry, Judge, we're doing a live hearing over here in the 464th. She does have a felony pending, Judge. I've been in contact with intake on that, so that's what I was gonna ask for, Judge.
Okay, not to worry.
January 13th?
At 9:30, sir.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The issue that I have on number 29, I do want to talk to ask Ms. Saldana if she's even been able to contact the attorney, because I do know that we had some communication issues and I'm not even sure that the defendant was aware. So before I take an eyesight, let's go ahead and make sure about that. And number 29 is an eyesight. Number 49 is a nice sign. What about number 62?
Judge, there was no reset on that case.
Okay. Okay, so number 70 is on the afternoon docket.
Yes, Judge, I believe that she contacted me this morning and Mr. Eloy Garcia will be standing in for her. She had an in-person trial setting, I think.
Okay, and what about number 77?
And number 77. I don't see anything, Judge, can you double check? Oh, you know what? I stand corrected, Judge. Yes, it's reset to the 29th of March, pending the felony arraignment.
Okay. And I believe that's it. Go ahead, Mr. Damian, call out the names for the night sign.
Yes, ma'am. Luis Enrique Alvarado, Luis Alvarado, Luis Alvarado. Elizabeth Aylin Grisel, Elizabeth Grisel, Elizabeth Grisel. And Judge, did you want me to call Mr. Capello's defendant as well?
No, I believe Ms. Rivera said that that was a reset. Okay, are those all the names?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Those names being called out 3 times and no response. What says the state?
Your Honor, state requested a judgment night be granted, a KPS issued, and all bonds forfeited for these no-show defendants.
Okay, that'll be so granted. Okay, anything else? All right, let me stop the live stream.